Y'all, what the f is this? Welcome back to Ever Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Ever Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about the Sweet Life movie. The Sweet Life movie is a 2011 Disney Channel original movie about Zach and Cody winding up in a very weird camp of twin experiments. It's directed by McNamara, cinematography by Attila Szalay, editing by David Moritz, music by John Van Tongeren, and it's written by Michael Saltzman and Robert Horn. The film stars Dylan and Cole Sprouse as Zach and Cody, Brenda Song as London, Debbie Ryan as Bailey, Phil Lewis as Mr. Mosby, John Ducey as Dr. Spaulding, and Matthew Glave as Dr. Olsen. The film was received surprisingly well, but to mixed-ish reviews. Its basically consensus was it's typical but surprisingly funny. Cinematography was fine, about to be expected for what it was. Also, the effects were fine, about to be expected for it being a 2011 Disney Channel original movie. They were pretty decent, not the worst, but definitely not the best. And the cinematography was fine. It was about average. This is such a fascinating story for a show that, from what I recall, was not like extremely sci-fi heavy. I know they had, like, the ghost episode, and I'm sure they had, like, you know, I'm sure they had, like, a musical number. Everyone gets taken over and is doing a musical number episode. You know, I'm sure they had that kind of stuff. I don't fully remember, and I never watched Sweet Life on Deck, so I have no idea how sci-fi Sweet Life on Deck might have been. But for this to take such a steep drop into we're melding the minds of twins together so they become controllable and can be my own little controllable army, seems like such a weird leap for that. Has like almost nothing to do with how the show actually is and finishing the show in such a way that it would be like good. The dialogue was super cringe. The side story they gave Bailey about being, like, broken up with Cody I thought was stupid, and that they didn't give enough to London, Woody, Mosby, and Bailey. Like, Mr. Mosby's barely in it, and I think that's a crime, because he's so funny. And then the fighting themselves to hurt each other was stupid, but was funny. I did laugh, I guess, so kudos to them. There were some lines that definitely took me out. I think I have, I thought I had one written down. Oh, yes, it was the, when Zach and Cody are running, like, and Cody says, let's go into the sawmill, and I think Zach, he says something about, like, oh, how safe, let's bring a toddler with us, or something like that. It made me laugh out loud. I thought it was so funny. So they had a couple jokes that were genuinely really good. But otherwise it was just, like, I feel like not representative of the show. Granted, I didn't watch Sweet Life on Deck, so I don't know if it, like, changed a lot when they went to Sweet Life on Deck. I don't even understand the concept of Sweet Life on Deck. I have no idea why they were on a cruise ship for that long. I never watched that. I only watched Sweet Life with Zach and Cody, so I have no idea. I feel like I couldn't take Cole and Dylan seriously, and I don't know if it's because the last time I watched them in a Zach and Cody thing, they were significantly younger, but they were acting, like, so childish when they're supposed to be graduating and going to college, and, like, don't get me wrong, I'm 30 years old and definitely still feel like I'm not, like, a full-blown adult, but, like, I remember being, like, 23 and being like, what? Like, they let people my age have children? Like, I was no offense to people that have children young at all. That was not, I remember being like, I still feel so young, I can't believe this. But I definitely wasn't, like, childish running around. It's a different kind of, like, maturity, and I feel like the way they were, like, running around, like, joking about stuff and worried about stuff was just, like, so, they looked too old to me, I guess, so I feel like I wasn't taking them seriously. I don't know. I also feel like when Cody is telling Zach that what he did at the internship is unforgivable, I agreed with him. Like, Zach wasn't just haha because he wants a car. Like, he ruined Cody's chance for Yale and like lost him an internship that he really wanted, all because he was doing stuff he shouldn't have been doing because he wants a car. Like, genuinely, I was like so mad. So when Cody was like, this is unforgivable, I was like, truly, like, I'm kind of same page. Like, there's a line for everything, you know, like, especially when it comes to siblings. And I feel like breaking rules at a professional facility to lose my brother his dream internship that's going to help get him into Yale is definitely up there. Like, obviously they're brothers, they're going to make up whatever, but like, that is really bad. And like, Zach doesn't show remorse until he can feel his brother's empathy. That's not okay. Anyway, this is the acting section, so I'm just jumping into other stuff. But you understand, I feel like it was hard to believe them because I felt like they were acting younger than they looked and were, and it just felt like just disingenuous. It didn't feel genuine, I guess. My favorite part is probably the sawmill toddler joke, and like anytime they actually like liked each other and worked together, I guess. My least favorite part is any cringe and like probably Zach ruining, like going so far as to ruin that internship for Cody when he's that old. Like, it's one thing when he's a 12-year-old and doesn't understand. It's another thing when he's also about to go to college. You know what I mean? Like, that's yucky. Recommend no. Watch again, no. London talking to the fish but nothing happening with that. Like, I felt like that needed to be a bigger moment. Like, I have no idea. And then this is a very Kim Possible plot line. Like, it feels like it should have been a cartoon, and I think that's also an issue I have with it. There was not enough Mosby in this by any means. And then the fact that their mom isn't in it, or Arwen, or Esteban just feels wrong, but I didn't watch Sweet Life on Deck, so I have no idea who's in it and who isn't. And then I think I remember a story that Dylan and Cole said they'd come up with this entire idea of how to end Sweet Life on Deck that would, like, give some of the other cast, like, a spin-off show and set up, like, cast and crew for future stuff and really end it so sweetly with them going to college and everything. And, like, Disney wanted nothing to do with that, and, like, they did this. So I think this also might have been against the twins, like, wants and need, like, desires. So that's comforting, I think I recall, but I digress. This is something. That's everything I have for the Sweet Life movie. Final rating is 4 twins out of 10. Our total movie count is. Her death toll and cry count are still the same. If you want to keep up with Movie Watching When, follow me on all socials. You find it Movie Watching When. I put out videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday. Join Patreon. I got a tier starting at just $1 where you get every video a week early, a coupon code for merch, and exclusive merch access. Tiers above that, you get daily trivia, bonus content, monthly postcards, just all that fun stuff. Buy merch. This is a tried and true. It's got the castle. Until next time, comment, like, and subscribe. But I'm not in charge of real life. You are a studio, and don't be Dr. Olsen about it, I guess. I suppose I should do some kind of twin moment.